Today I'm at Glenn County Stadium, and I'm standing in the parking lot of the home side of Glenn County Stadium. And this was the home of the Brunswick Municipal Airport. It was built in 1949. Right here, it's right off 4th Street. About where exactly where the stadium parking lot is. This whole area out here was the airfield. Concrete out here was part of the airport. Part of the area where they took off and landed. Obviously hangars out here. But this is what's left from this Brunswick Municipal Airport. This concrete pad was part of the airport, part of the tarmac probably. Out here. And out there is where all the buildings were and everything. It was a small airfield that was established February of 1949. Glencoe was running too at the same time. Civilian aircraft was done here at Brunswick Municipal Airport. When Brunswick Municipal Airport first opened, it had a runway that was 2,600 feet. It was unpaved. And it was paved between 1949 and 1951. And they had two airstrips perpendicular that was like a cross from the sky. You could see that they were paved. It was right in the middle. They had one going one direction at 2,000 feet and the other one was 2,400 feet. So they were basically equal. About one was a little bit longer than the other, and they were kind of like a big cross perpendicular to each other. The two perpendicular airstrips were right out here in this area, probably about where the stadium is, or out in this area. And they had two hangars on the side, on the southeast side in 1956. In 1962, they had two asphalt runways. They improve it every decade. And one runway was 2,400 feet, and the other one was 2,000 feet. And they improved them every year. You can say they got a little shorter, a little longer. The area was like for repairs, for fuel, major repairs, hangars, charters, tie downs, anything you need with the airplanes. The Baker Flying Services operated the Brunswick Municipal Airport in the 1960s, and also George Perry had a business out here too for charters and flight school. In 1974, the last chart showed the runway here, the perpendicular runway, 2,300 feet and 2,000 feet, still in the cross formation. And the airport closed between 1974 and 1975. And they moved everything over to Glencoe for civilian flights. 1976, Brunswick Municipal Airport didn't show up on any aeronautical maps or anywhere. It was gone, and it ended up being a landfill one time and eventually became Glenn County Stadium. I was standing over there, those concrete pads. They were maintenance hangars and a hangar tarmac. So this little area right here was a hangar and part of the tarmac. So the airfield had to be right out here somewhere. It wasn't very big. It was 2,600 feet and 2,000 feet the other direction. So it was small. It was for charters, for civilian use. I want you to just look. Imagine this area out here had hangars, little businesses out here for charters, airplanes out here, small ones, and then the airfield out here with the perpendicular airfield like a cross out here doing flights in and out. Had hangars, fuel pumps, all kinds of stuff out here. You see all this concrete out here that's all broken up? It's from the airport. They just took the concrete and just broke it up. You can tell where all the kind of uniformed, but all this is from the things that used to be out here at the airport and everything, and the runways and all the concrete, and they just broke it up. Out there is where the hangars and the buildings and George Perry's flight service was out there. Just imagine this. This was where the stadium was probably where the airfield actually was. Out here is where the parking lots and the hangars and the businesses were out here in the 1940s through the 1970s. From 1949 to 1975, this area was the civilian airport out here for charters, and it was small, but it still was for civilian use. This is like a map from 2006 that shows you overlaid what was all there during that time. This is in the parking lot of Glenn County Stadium. You can see where the parking lot was there. This is the road that goes to the stadium here. 4th Street's back out that way. Well, this is the road that goes to the stadium here, right here, and that's the road that goes to the stadium itself. And this is the parking lot out here that I was at. This is all the stuff that was out there at the time. I'll hold it here and let you see some of the stuff that was out there in that little area. It was a small airport, but it was a civilian airport during that time. Today, this is a satellite view of Glenn County Stadium. You see Glenn County Stadium there. This is the parking lot. You can see some of the remnants still in there from the days of the Brunswick Municipal Airport. right out in the parking lot of the home side of Glenn County Stadium. This is a 1956 map of what Brunswick Municipal Airport looked like on the maps, perpendicular airport. This is a 1974 map, the last map taken at Brunswick Municipal Airport before it closed in 1975. See how developed with the hangars down there and the asphalt runways. And this is a map that's showing you the different things were right there in the parking lot. If you the airport right there, you can see a lot of the stuff in there. You see the little road that went there. This is the road that goes to the stadium off 4th Street, and this is the road that goes to the stadium, to the actual stadium itself. But you can see out here the concrete pad that was on, and all the different things that they had out there during that time. This is a map overlaying a current 2006 aerial picture of the parking lot where the Brunswick Municipal Airport was. And this is a picture of 2006 of the parking lot, and you can see the concrete pad out there and some of the stuff from the municipal airport out there in 2006. This is an aerial picture taken in 2004. You zoom in, you can see a lot in the parking lot there as well. And this is Perry Aviation. This is a picture of the Brunswick Air Park where you can learn how to fly, charter planes, and there was 25 aircraft here, and it was run by George Perry. You see his name on the building here. It was also out there at Brunswick Municipal Airport. Closed in 1975 after his death. Okay, this is the original picture of the Brunswick Municipal Airport from 1949 to 1951. You can see how basic it is and how rough it is and raw. There's some hangars there, but you can tell the dirt, and then eventually they paved it. You can see 1965 map that was perpendicular, a cross-shaped airfield, 2,300 feet, and the other one's 1,900 feet. It changed over time, the size of the field when they paved it, and the length of it. This is a map of Brunswick during that time, where the airport was on 4th Street. And you can see up there where Glencoe was. That's Glencoe. And this is the Brunswick Municipal Airport. There was 2 airports in Glenn County up until 1975.